The same miniature 2D cartoon character from the reference image. Short, stocky proportions, oversized round head with pale skin, simple expressive face, bold black outlines, flat shading, minimalist 2D cartoon style. Keep the character's face, body proportions, and art style identical across every scene. Adapt only the outfit, props, pose, expression, and setting to whatever the script requires. Level 1. The Quiet Mind. You are 6 years old. Ulm, Germany. The room is small, the air is cold, and the world feels ordinary to everyone except you. Most children ask what things are. You ask why they exist at all. Your family thinks you are slow. Your teachers think you are strange. You do not speak much, and when you do, it is usually because something does not make sense. The others want the correct answer. You want the hidden rule behind the answer. That difference will define your entire life. By the time you are a teenager, you already know that obedience is not the same thing as understanding. You can memorize facts like everyone else, but facts alone do not satisfy you. You want to know what happens when light moves, when time bends, when the universe refuses to behave the way people expect it to. You are not interested in becoming normal. You are interested in becoming right. Level 2. The Outsider. You are older now, and the world still does not know what to do with you. Zurich, the Polytechnic. The formulas come easily, but the system does not. You are brilliant, but not obedient enough. The kind of mind that sees too far ahead to fit neatly into a classroom. You graduate without the smooth path everyone promised you. No grand position, no instant recognition. Instead, you take work in a patent office, reviewing other people's inventions while your own ideas burn in silence. It looks like failure from the outside. In reality, it is isolation, and isolation is where dangerous ideas grow. At a desk surrounded by paperwork, you begin to think about the universe in a different way. What if time is not absolute? What if space is not fixed? What if the things people call permanent are only permanent because no one has looked closely enough? You are not trying to impress anyone. You are trying to solve reality itself. Level 3. The Paper and the Storm. In 1905, while the world keeps turning like nothing is happening, you publish a series of papers that will split physics open. Not because you are famous, not because you have support, but because the math reveals something shocking. The universe is stranger than anyone imagined. Light behaves like both a wave and a particle. Matter and energy are connected. Time is not the same for everyone. The world is not built like a clock. It is built like a puzzle. And then comes the equation that will follow your name forever. A simple line, a terrifying idea. Mass and energy are different forms of the same thing. Hidden inside matter is an amount of energy that can reshape civilizations. At first, it is only theory. You are still not the polished academic that people expected. You still look like an outsider. But now the outsider is forcing the world to rewrite its laws. Level 4, the universe bends. General relativity is not just a theory. It is a new way of seeing existence. Gravity is not simply a force pulling objects together. It is the shape of space itself. Massive objects bend the fabric around them, and other objects move along those curves. That means the universe is alive in a deeper sense than people thought. Stars do not merely sit in space, they shape it. Planets do not just orbit, they follow the geometry of reality. Time itself changes depending on where you are and how fast you move. Because once time can stretch, once space can curve, once the universe can be changed by matter and motion, then nothing is as fixed as it seemed. Einstein is no longer only solving equations, he is changing the human picture of existence. And yet, even as the world celebrates the genius, the man remains oddly alone. The more the name grows, the more complicated the life becomes. Fame does not make the mind quieter, it makes the noise louder. Level 5, the cost of genius. History loves the result more than the struggle. It remembers the face, the hair, the formulas, the quotes. It forgets the exhaustion, the doubt, the years of invisible work. It forgets that breakthrough is usually built out of patience, obsession, and the willingness to keep thinking when nobody cares. Einstein's power was never in status. It was in seeing what others missed. He understood that reality is not always the same as intuition, and intuition is not always the same as truth. That is why his work mattered so much. He did not just produce answers, he expanded the set of questions humanity was allowed to ask. But great minds do not live outside history. The same century that celebrated Einstein also turned his ideas into weapons, into politics, into fear. Knowledge is never innocent once the world gets hold of it. Every discovery enters the human machine, and the human machine decides what to do with it. Einstein spent his life revealing the elegance of the universe, while the world kept proving that human beings are far less elegant than the laws they discover. Ending. Albert Einstein was not just a scientist. He was a challenge to the way people thought reality worked. A quiet boy who was underestimated. An outsider who turned thought into revolution. A man who showed that the universe can be stranger, deeper, and more beautiful than the human mind first believes. And maybe that is the real lesson. The greatest breakthroughs often begin with a mind that refuses to accept the obvious.